So at this point, you should have all of your tools installed. Checked the versions if you were previously using these tools to make sure that you're all ready to go. And we are here in Visual Studio Code to get started with setting up our first project. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to the location on your drive where you want to store your code files. Maybe you already have maybe a GitHub repository type folder, or you want to put it in your home directory, but I have already created a folder where I want to put my code files. So I've navigated to that, and I'm going to select this folder as the one I want Visual Studio to work with. And so now I can see that here, and I'm going to open a new terminal. Now, if you're not familiar with Visual Studio Code, you can come up to the terminal menu. Otherwise, Control-Shift+ will get you a new terminal window. So the command we use is npm init, and that is what is going to get us started in creating a new project. And so it asks some questions here if you're not familiar with this process. The package name, which it generally just grabs right from the name of the folder, so you can hit enter if that's okay. Probably a version 1.0, so we can leave that. A description if you want to enter one. An entry point, we're going to leave that as the default index.js. We're not going to change the test command. If you want to hook this up to a Git repository, you're welcome to give that. Keywords, also not necessary. Author, if you want to put your name in there, that's fine. And then it will give us an output display of the JSON that's being created based on the responses to our questions. So if this is okay, we'll say yes and hit enter, and we can see that it's going to create our package.json file based on the information that we've provided. So as we've previously talked about Express and how we're going to use Express to build our websites for our REST APIs, we're going to need to get it installed. So we're going to npm install Express, but we'll have an additional command here. So we're going to add in node monitor. Node monitor is going to detect changes to our project files and automatically recompile so that we don't have to. So npm install express nodemon, hit enter, and it will go through the process of downloading and installing everything necessary for our Express server. So when it's all finished, we should see that we have our node modules folder over here now with everything we need, as well as our package.json file that we'll need to get started.